wrestler names, and for the 90s, I put a couple of female wrestler names, and that was it.
We're on.
Oh,
So I'm just letting the music play. We're just going. It's okay.
Hello, ladies.
This is a whole bop. I don't know if this is Jim Johnson. The
So-
goat. The goat. Right there.
this evening
It's for you, ladies.
is for the ladies.
For the 0 ladies that listen to our fucking show or watch. But
we got one or two.
okay. Oh, you know what you are. You're right. You're right.
Courtney Krebs. Shout out Courtney Krebs. She comments regularly.
She does. Yeah, who was the one that had the awful thing about Randy Orton too?
That was her as well.
Okay, yeah. No.
Yeah.
He's treated more than fair. Okay. Anyway, it's not about him. It's about the ladies. And today we're just going to have a general conversation about women in wrestling. I'm going to kind of direct the traffic, and these guys are going to fill in the gaps here because they like ladies wrestling more than I do, I think. And maybe we'll find out.
Well,
I have to
we'll
look for this because, yeah, we'll kind of get into it. But the reason we chose this is we were talking about doing different things, and John kind of just brought up the idea of doing an episode about the ladies. Why? Not in a bad way. It came off kind of like a dick, but why? What made you want to do it?
What made me want to do it was basically, if you think about the best matches in the last couple years,
Yeah.
a lot of them are the women's matches.
Yep.
They have really stepped the game up and become incredible workers in this era of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they were hindered earlier on, but now it feels like they're given the freedom to actually go out there and do moves and have matches, and they're delivering.
Yeah.
On a high level. There's a lot of good independent women wrestlers right now. There's a lot of good WWE, a lot of good AEW. Everywhere you look, you can find a handful of women from each organization that can go.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, why not? Why not talk about it?
Yeah.
So, Fran, you think that like women's wrestling's being treated fairly now, finally, or do you think it still has some?
Oh, it's so nowadays it's being treated just as equal as the men, even more. Like I said, to have that main event at WrestleMania with Charlotte and Becky and Ronda, right there, just that was the time and point where they're like, okay, now the ladies can get their respect. They're no longer going to be under men, which that's great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not everything is about these big dudes trying to wrestle. It's about the ladies, like you said. And this is a great episode.
Here's an example of what you just said. Monday Night Raw, January 5th to 2026. There was 4 matches. 3 of them were women's matches.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I believe it.
And all 3 of them were pretty damn good matches.
Mhm.
The women's tag title match was a really good match. The even though she's greener than fucking anything, what's her name? Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch was it was okay. The ending fucking sucked, but it was a good match.
Mm-hmm.
And you had Liv Morgan against fucking I can't remember. I actually just walked off on that one. I had to tend to my family.
It's fair. But it's a good it's a good point that I mean there was Raws back when we were growing up that women weren't even on the show.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
Other than
ballets, backstage segments.
Wasn't really any women on the show at all.
Yeah.
So you brought up the Ronda Rousey main event triple threat. That gets right into it. You know, like I have a couple of things we'll dive into. There's matches and moments and things I think we'll get to, but I want to start off with some matches. And I think when you talk about women's matches, in my opinion, there's 2 categories, right? There's memorable matches and important matches. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like favorites, maybe, and memorable are kind of there. Is that triple threat main event any of ours? Is it?
No, but
I don't
important.
think so.
That's right. That's right.
It was very important
Right.
for women's wrestling for
Right.
it to happen. And you had Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, who are arguably 2 of the best female wrestlers to ever live.
Yeah, part of the
And
4
then Ronda
horsewomen,
Rousey,
yeah.
who's one of the biggest female stars
Right.
of all time. So it made complete sense to do it. And it was very surprising that they actually did it.
Yeah.
And it was important because without that main event, you wouldn't look at a lot of these other women as main event talent. AEW has Toni Storm main event stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you have Raw and SmackDown with women's matches main eventing. Kicking off WrestleMania with women's matches is also, if you don't want to fucking, if you're not in the main event, you want to be in the first match.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's, I mean, to kind of piggyback and disagree a little bit about what you said, where it's treated equally as I don't think it's equally yet, not yet, but they definitely are taking leaps and bounds in that direction.
Yeah, but then again, when you look at screen time and it, you know, I mean, you could there's at least half women's matches and half men's.
Oh
matches.
yeah,
so that's what I'm saying.
I think your argument would be is main events. They don't get the main events.
They don't get them
the main thing is that
right.
Of every think of the last 20 pay-per-views. If you look how many of them had a women's main event? Probably none of them.
If you look at big indie promotions, those are more common. Women's main event, because you have these women who used to be in these big organizations that are now not there, and they're building a brand outside of WWE and outside of AEW, and they're a draw. Yeah, people are going to see them.
Right, and exactly. So the people, the women that were cut from the bottom are now stars elsewhere. You see, like that's how much talent that there is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's hard to make the cut. It's hard to, you know, it's a different element.
Yeah,
like I said,
honestly, if you look at WWE and AEW rosters, and the woman who you think is one of the worst wrestlers on each of those rosters, they get released today, they could go and make a hell of a living
at the other on the other side.
On the other side, or in the indies.
Sure,
big draw.
Yeah. So bringing it back to that triple threat match, because I think it's probably one of the biggest moments, maybe ever, for women's wrestling, and it was a good match. Why do you think it's not talked about in like most people's? Because it really isn't. It's not really talked about in that way. I have two kind of theories as to why. I kind of want your takes on why you think it's not.
It's probably because Ronda was in it. I feel like she got pushed too early, and I feel like she didn't put the work in to become a star. Like she was just a star before she came. You know what I mean? It's different when you're grinding from the bottom and then you're already up there, and then you know, like I said, it's not her fault. But like I said, Triple H pushing her to that limit, you know what I mean, to already be like, hey, you're a superstar Well, I feel like that's why it didn't.
I see your point,
because at the point, I'm sorry to
no, you're good.
cut you off, but
no, you didn't cut me off. I was trying to cut you off. You're good.
No, but like I said, at the time, Becky was the biggest deal at that point. Like that was her fucking prime moment of the man, and you know, it
100%.
So it was just like, to fit Ronda in that equation was kind of like, you're not there yet. Like Becky already did the work,
I think,
you know, and Charlotte, and I gotta say Charlotte, because she actually did too. Like even though she was part of Ric Flair,
I think because the finish, was questionable.
Legacy and
the
stuff.
Finish was questionable. They made it seem like it wasn't supposed to happen the way it happened. So that also, with Ronda Rousey just talking down on wrestling,
right?
I think that's why that match is like, okay, if it's not looked at as, because Ronda Rousey came out, she was as bitter as Bret Hart when she left, and then also the finish looked as if it was not supposed to happen that way.
Well,
so I think I think a bad ending of a match can ruin a great match.
I agree.
So
100%.
To be honest with you, it was a good match, really good match, but the ending didn't do any favors for any of them, other than Becky Lynch, because I mean, she would have catapulted anyway. The people were behind her.
Yeah, definitely. She, like I said, I was her year.
My kind of take on it, and I have two theories as to why I think it's not kind of just hailed as such a high regarded match. It should have just been a one-on-one. It's rare. Really rare when you think about good matches to have it be a triple threat or anything other than a one-on-one. There's good triple threats, but when you think of like, I want to watch a match, it's more than likely one-on-one. And that's where the money's at, right? Like
Yeah.
main event, especially for WrestleMania main events.
Mhm.
So
I mean, when you think of WrestleMania main events, like the ones that weren't one-on-one matches, like mano a mano, were the shitty ones, like a McMahon in every corner, and like they were
all the
it's-
stipulations.
yeah,
and shit.
stip matches
So-
are good, but not for a main event. So I think that hurt it. The other thing is it's fucking WrestleMania, and it was a long WrestleMania.
Yes, it was.
They went on at like 11:30 at night, so people have been there for 6-7 hours
Yes.
waiting for this match.
The
Like,
pre-show was like 2
But
hours.
that's what I mean.
So-
So,
so
I think
it's fucking
WrestleMania
wild.
main events, now that they have 2 days, it's a little easier to.
But for
to get
that
the-
specific
you know?
match,
Yeah.
it had to be a triple threat, unless you were doing Becky Lynch and Charlotte one-on-one. Because with Ronda Rousey being a part of that,
Mhm.
She was the champ at the time.
I know, but with her being in that match, it had to be a triple threat. You had to have the other two to carry it, because Ronda Rousey, let's not, I'm not saying anything against her fighting ability, her star power,
Yeah.
but she wasn't the best in the ring.
And that's my point. It was booking. It's not them. Like, don't book the match then. If you can't put the championship on Ronda and have her drop it one-on-one to somebody to put them over and make them a star, don't fucking do it. It's their book, and they chose to put them in that position.
That's fair,
just,
but how many times in the history of wrestling do you see somebody who has been pushed to the top because they try to catch lightning in a bottle,
yeah.
lose their title in a triple threat or fatal four-way because they're not the best worker, and you need to have these other talents to make what they're doing
Yeah.
look.
So, main event the next
I guess
pay-per-view.
I guess-
Have the one-on-one at WrestleMania,
Yeah, but it's
and then
but it's
I get it. It's just
Becky Lynch was
I think a
so
one-on-one-
popular.
I think a one-on-one would have been better.
Yeah.
Becky
like I
Lynch
said,
was
she
so
on
popular.
fire
Ronda
at
Rousey's
that
popular
moment.
outside to the casual fan. Charlotte Flair is a
Becky could have went
name.
on last and got her ass whooped for 5 minutes and did a quick roll up and caught Ronda, and the crowd would have went nuts. They could have did anything. She could have did an elbow drop and won. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my point is that no matter what, Becky winning would have been the outcome, but one-on-one, I think
I
would
also
have
think
came off.
I also think it's a Flair dick ride situation.
100%.
Like it's
I think they
Flair. They have to main event.
I think
If
they
you're gonna
looked at
if you're
it.
gonna put a women's main event at WrestleMania, she has to be in it because she's Flair.
I think they looked at they're looking at it at like a poster, and they're like, Becky and Ronda, it's missing something. We need Charlotte.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. That's my whole point, is that if they would have just went one-on-one, make it fucking Charlotte and Ronda.
Mhm.
Here you go. How about this? Do like what they did with Daniel Bryan. Have him wrestle Ronda. Have Becky wrestle Ronda or Charlotte first.
Mhm.
And if she wins, she gets to face Ronda at the main event.
Yeah.
That would have worked. Like, there's ways around it. I
Yeah.
think
But it was
triple
already
threat.
5.5 hours. You're adding
That's
another
true.
match to it.
See? So no way out of it. But now let's talk about some of our favorite women's matches. Last week I already went on mine. I think the triple threat opener from this past WrestleMania, it's really high up there as far as my favorite
that's-
women's
that's
matches. And
probably-
I think it's the best.
That's
opener.
probably the best women's match of all time for
I-
WWE. At least.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the Mariah May and
Tony
Tony
Storm
Storm
was
match,
good.
really
the last
fucking
Hollywood
good.
Dreams
I-
match was
Um,
really
Even though we hate the
really
stipulation,
good.
the Bailey and Sasha Banks
Yeah, that's what I was
Iron
gonna-
Woman
yeah.
match was fucking fantastic.
Yes.
And I will give them this. It was a 30-minute Iron Woman.
Yes.
It's a little easier to digest in 30 minutes. And it was
Yeah, but
done great.
uh,
The drama was
and-
good.
Right.
The-
That's the one
You
that
know the
comes to
craziest
mind.
thing about that match today is that the little girl, the Bailey super fan, who Sasha grabbed her fucking headband off of her head and threw it on the ground and like
Mhm.
yelled at her.
Mm.
She is now a professional wrestler.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's really cool. So I would say that women's triple threat at WrestleMania, Bianca, Rhea, and Io, probably one of the best matches ever for women.
Yeah.
In Puerto Rico, Io versus Bianca straight up
Yeah.
was a fucking phenomenal match.
Mhm.
I want to call her Blake Monroe,
Yeah,
but
Mariah
Mariah May
May
and Tony Storm,
Yeah, yeah.
fucking great match.
Yeah.
There's also like matches that were surprisingly good. Like, I don't know if you guys, I think you probably saw it, but when Red Velvet beat Mercedes,
Monet, great match.
it was a really good
Dude.
match. Really good match.
Mercedes is really, she's really, I don't want to say underrated. That's not the right word.
She's a heat magnet. People just love to hate her.
But here's the thing. She's doing it right.
Yes.
Like, she got all these belts. She beat everybody. And now one by one,
she's dropping them.
And everybody's getting raised
elevated
up from
because of it. Yeah.
It's she's doing it the right way. Like, she's
100%.
She's a heat magnet. She's great at putting people over. I can't say enough about her. She's in the mix on a lot of good matches too. She's had a ton of good matches.
She really has
a ton of good matches.
In the recent history. I want to say a woman in WWE who I think is really, really good in the ring, but other than in the ring, it's hard to get behind her, is that Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah.
I think she's a really good worker.
She is.
And that's why I put Bailey with her right now, because Bailey has that charisma, and it's helping her. It's helping her for sure. But she's had some really good stuff. And NXT has also had some really good women's matches lately with people that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
You know, that Thea Hale, this tiny little blonde who you don't think would do anything. She's fucking good, and the crowd loves her too. That's somebody they can get behind. It's like an underdog thing. It reminds me of, like, not at the level, but it reminds me of like Daniel Bryan and Kofi Mania, where it's like you want to see her win, even though you don't think she's gonna. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think we're spoiled. I think since 2020 to now, this has probably been the best women's wrestling
5-year run.
Like,
yes,
I would say in both companies. Like,
yes.
Both companies have really good female wrestlers.
Yes.
And not only just on main roster, but you brought up NXT girls.
Yeah.
And, retired women that can occasionally come back and do it.
AEW just signed somebody who I am very high on, the Hyen.
Yeah.
She's fucking
great.
phenomenal.
Yeah, she wrestled on Saturday night this past week. Yeah.
She tags with, was it Maya World?
Yep.
But the Hyen is really fucking good.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that, like, I've been following it. So I've been following indies women ever since we started this podcast. I've been looking at different indie promotions more often, just because I want to be up to date on what's going on.
Yeah.
Because we have fans, people that watch us from all over the country, all over the world. We got fans over in the UK, people that actually tune in. So I try to understand and see more stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you that there's a lot of really good young women that are going to be
coming up. That's what I mean. So once again, like, the bar, like where the bar is set now is the highest it's ever been. So,
yes, 100%.
So we've dove into some of the matches, and there's a lot more. I mean, trust me, we don't have notes here, because I can shell out 5-star.
I mean, we haven't included one of my favorites, Asuka.
Okay.
Like, we haven't.
Asuka and Charlotte had.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't even
match.
Her name didn't
Asuka
even get brought up.
Moon had a fucking phenomenal match.
Ember Moon.
Ember Moon.
There you go.
Yeah.
I
was gonna bring up, and this goes back to, and this theme happens a lot in our episodes. NXT. Original NXT was perfect. Every way. 1 hour shows, 4 or 5 special events a year that were 2.5 hours. And everybody we just named all had great matches and started there.
Shayna Baszler too.
Jesus. Shayna, Charlotte, Becky, Mercedes. Go on and on. Who else we were just talking about?
Bailey.
Asuka.
Yeah,
Bailey,
Asuka.
Ember Moon.
Bianca.
On and on. Bianca. On and on and on and on.
Rhea.
All of Rhea.
Rhea.
Yeah, Io.
Io.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
that's crazy to think about. Yeah, exactly.
But
like,
NXT,
they're doing it right.
They had it right. They did. They did. When you think about your favorite or best male wrestlers now, a lot of them did come through NXT.
Yeah,
but not as many women. I think NXT was super successful on the women's side.
Well, if you look at their roster right now,
far.
Yeah.
NXT's women roster right now, it's crazy.
Yeah,
there's so much talent, female talent in NXT right now.
But it's odd too, because, like, Vince would get like a Finn Balor and he'd fuck it up, or he'd get all these characters that
he wasn't in tune.
These great gimmicks.
wasn't into
Yeah,
whatever
but-
was going on.
And the ladies get changed too, somewhat. But for the most part, they're able to get their shit over.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure. I'm not knocking anybody.
But
I just feel like NXT
I feel like
did the women more favors and did them better than the men, or maybe it was just. The way
I feel
that
like
Vince perceived them.
it's
Or
just hard.
Maybe Vince just didn't give a shit about the women's wrestling and
That's
cared
really-
more about the men,
Yes,
and just was like, "Fuck it, I don't care what the women do."
But it's just
And
hard.
that's what I
so
think it was.
that makes more sense.
Like even these male
Triple
wrestlers
H,
coming up.
because of Stephanie, cared more about women's wrestling,
sure, and then that's why it became a focal point.
Yeah.
and it became
That makes sense.
and
Women's revolution and all
Yeah.
that. But like I said, I don't know. In NXT, it's hard for a male wrestler to get over when he comes up to the big leagues.
You're right.
You know, you think about it. Theory, right? He was there.
and he was
He-
he was fucking
He was better in NXT than in the big leagues.
no,
Let's talk about Carmelo Hayes. Like even to the present day, like they try to push him. They try to put. Nobody really cares.
Carmelo Hayes.
That's
is
all I'm
top
saying.
tier.
In the big leagues,
Yeah,
in NXT, that's another example. But there's so many examples.
I know what you mean.
Like
And
they're
that's
like
that's my point. I feel like for the women,
I
for
don't
some
know.
reason,
I
them
just-
coming out of NXT, they get over more, or maybe
Well, let's
the audience gets them. More,
look at who
you
just
know?
got called up from NXT. Lash
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
presented her as a fucking stud
yeah.
right away. Like immediately, she looked strong.
yes, absolutely. Seeing her
So-
live, yeah.
And that's how you
She
do it. Like
looks
if you want to make
separate
a star,
from-
just make them. Like, hey, this person's a huge deal in NXT. We call them up.
Yes.
Boom, you're a huge
So
deal.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Kevin
I'll,
Owens.
I'll
they did
give
with
you.
Kevin
I'll give you 3 women from NXT that once they come to the main roster, they're going to be huge stars.
There you go. Let's hear it.
Jada Parker. Her attitude and her just swag,
Mhm.
she's going to be a fucking star in
Yep.
the main roster.
Jada Parker.
Yep.
Without a fucking doubt. Then you gotta look around. You got Blake Monroe,
Mhm.
fucking Mariah May. She was already a star before she came
Love
there.
her.
You move her up, she's gonna be a fucking star in the
Mhm.
main roster. Now the third one is tough to pick out because you can be a star but not win many matches, and it's gonna be because of her whole aura and her look is that Lola Vice.
Okay.
She's an absolutely beautiful woman. She's a badass in real life. Former fucking MMA fighter.
Mhm.
Gorgeous. And she can work. But they're not going to... I just don't see... Unless they change her gimmick, I don't see her being catapulted. But she'll still be a star.
Now,
She'll
here's
be
a question.
highly popular.
So you watch her. You're familiar with her.
Yes.
You said she's an MMA like badass.
Badass.
If they changed her gimmick to where she was just an MMA badass,
Well, that's what they did. When she first came in, she was badass MMA chick.
Yeah.
But she's so smoking hot.
yeah,
And she's Latina, so she does the little dance and everything.
yeah.
And that got her over better. So they're going to try to stick with that. Unfortunately, she'll sell more merch. It'll attract more eyes.
Yeah, but do you think like did Shayna Baszler work with that gimmick of the MMA, like the badass MMA in the big league? Like we're talking about.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
Here's an
awful.
example, and I was going to use this
I don't want
analogy.
to be awful.
Be like Kurt Angle, where you can be funny, you can wear a fucking hat, but then when you're in the ring, if you have to turn it on, you can turn it up a couple notches and kick it into gear. And that's the thing a Kurt Angle could do, is he could be the funniest motherfucker.
Right.
But also when he was in the ring, he was a fucking machine. And
So
he would eat you alive.
The MMA gimmick would work better for Lola Vice than it did for Shayna Baszler, and for one reason only. Because Lola Vice is hot.
Right. So here's my
So she'll be a hot badass.
So
Shayna Baszler, no offense to the woman, she's
I
fucking
get it.
phenomenal. She's not attractive.
This is a face business. It's understandable. I've never seen Lola Vice, but let's say she did the gimmick she's doing now. She comes out, she's whatever, and in a match somebody fucks with her and she just snaps. Do you think that could work?
I think it could work. It would.
Let me book some shit for you guys, huh? Come on. But that's easy. Like that's what you got to do. Just what do you do? Who are you?
I got a question for you,
You know?
guys. Let's look at the two main promotions.
Okay.
AEW, WWE. Who is the most important woman for each company?
Well, we got Tony Storm,
Yeah.
AEW.
I would agree
that's
with
the
Tony Storm
cornerstone.
being the most.
I think it's her and Mercedes Moné.
Yes, right now, yep.
1A,
But at one point,
1A,
it could have been Britt Baker.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
We don't know what's going on, but yeah, at
But
one
yeah,
point it
she
could have been her.
was
Yeah,
the face.
It could have been her.
Yeah,
for sure.
Jamie Hayter was at one point too.
Yeah.
I loved some Jamie Hayter. She came back with red hair. Have you seen like some Jamie Hayter?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Some Jamie Hayter.
And then for my perspective of WWE, the woman of the WWE right now
I'm not saying the most popular, the biggest
No.
star. I'm saying the most important.
Is for me right now holding shit together. Rhea Ripley in WWE. That's my opinion right now.
Agree.
Like where my thing
She's
is
the biggest star,
Bianca.
for sure, but
where's Bianca though? Bianca was that
injured.
person. Okay,
Here's why I'm at.
but that's okay.
She's coming back in the Royal Rumble.
I-
She's going to win. She's going
I
to beat
agree.
Jade Cargill at WrestleMania.
When
That's
I look
what's
at
gonna
who's the
happen.
most important, I look at if you plucked one of them out and said they're done, they're not here anymore.
Right.
Who would it like affect them? How many fans would be affected the most? Who would be the most like? Who would it hurt the most?
Right.
It's Rhea.
Yeah.
Like I would say Charlotte, just because she's been around for so long. But she's exactly. She's like. I think she's such a star that she's.
I think we're looking at important in a different light.
The cornerstone of the company. Like when you think of the
she's
company
important right now.
She is important, but I'm looking at importance in a different way than you guys are.
Okay, yeah.
So
So go ahead. Yeah.
I'm looking at importance
explain.
as the person who makes everyone else better, who's backstage helping, giving tips, like the veteran presence. And I kind of think it's Natty. I think Natty's the most important woman in WWE.
Sure. I can say that.
Yeah.
I would still also say Ripley.
Oh,
Just because think about
hugely important.
who she's put over. Everybody she has put over and dropped a title to, has gone up.
Yeah.
I even said it before the
agree.
Io Sky match. I said Io's going to win this, and she's going to pin Ripley, and it's going to make all three of them bigger.
Yep.
I called it then at your house.
She pinned Bianca though.
Oh, because Bianca was the champ.
Yeah.
That's right. But I said you have to pin the champ in order to do it, and she pinned Bianca. But my point is that Rhea can do that. Like she has that ability because I think she's so important, such a big star right now.
Yeah.
That when she puts you over, it immediately elevates you.
Because think about it.
Charlotte's past that. Becky, I think, is past that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Nobody
they're the most. I think Becky's probably the most popular. Charlotte, you can say that too with the girls.
No,
and
Rhea's the most
Alexa Bliss still sells
Yeah.
merch and stuff.
Yeah,
She's
Rhea's
up there.
the most popular,
But
by far. in
Rhea, I
WWE.
think, is not only the most popular, but I think she is the most important.
And
woman on it.
another just bit about that is like, so in my opinion, Judgment Day like blew her up, right?
Fuck yeah.
Now she's at a Judgment Day and she's the most relevant woman. Like that's what I mean. Like she don't need that's what's crazy.
People who aren't wrestling fans know who Rhea Ripley is.
But hold up, but like think about
that's how big of a star she became.
Yeah.
That if you don't watch wrestling, 75 to 80% of the people that don't watch wrestling know who Rhea Ripley is.
And like think about it, like so the same thing happened with Priest, right? Like I in my opinion, that was the height of his career was with Judgment Day, right? Now he's out of it. Now nobody cares. Like they're like forcing him on the screen.
For him, it's booking. For
You
him,
think
it's booking.
so?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
They don't. He's good. They just don't know what the fuck to do with him.
I mean, well, I'm just telling you,
I think
my
it's his
pulse
look, too.
is what's that?
Bisexual Undertaker, yeah.
It's his look. You think?
I think a lot of it's his look. I really do. I think if he just changed his look up, because his moveset's good.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he really is. I just think it's
Yeah, but once again, like Dominic became more of a draw than Damian.
Sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
but all right. So with
we'll get back to the
women, I think, like I just said, I think the past 5. We're now in the 20. So I guess you can say 6 years, but I think these past 5 years have been
past 5 years in a week.
Yeah, have been the best years for women's wrestling.
Yes.
However, what other years or other ladies of wrestling do you enjoy watching, or do you remember?
Well,
kind of early.
If we're
take it back,
if we're talking about
way back.
Oh man,
Back
I
in the
got
time.
one.
if we're talking about like us being fans of wrestling,
Yeah.
that's different than me being an adolescent teenage boy.
Oh, I'm talking even younger. I'm talking, it doesn't have to be wrestlers, because when we were kids, the ladies that we
Sherry Martel,
that's where I was going. Where else? Come on.
Alundra Blaze, or Medusa,
Yeah.
as people would.
And my girl, she's very close to my heart. Miss Elizabeth.
I don't like Miss Elizabeth.
I don't like Miss Elizabeth either. I love.
I don't. I'm not. If you watch her Mount Rushmores, I put her on my worst managers.
Worst manager.
Yeah, she was pretty and she was there. That's all she did.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm talking Alundra Blaze. I'm talking Leilani Kai. I'm talking Bull Nakano. These were women that could go. Now, when we're talking about just people who we love to look at, it's different.
I got one.
Was a beautiful one. I like looking at her,
right?
But that wasn't.
No,
Sherry Martel is another woman that just, I feel like, I don't think she gets talked about enough.
No, I agree. She was on. She's been brought up a lot on our show because of how great she is. She was so underrated. Her shit with Macho Man, and even when she was with Shawn Michaels, with Harlem Heat.
She was a good. She was everything. Great overall,
but she could work too.
Yeah, right.
She could work too. Yes, you know. And that's 80s, right?
That's 80s. Wendy Richter was a great woman wrestler,
right? Rockin' Robin,
yeah.
But now, that was even like before our time. Let's take it into the Attitude Era.
I mean,
obviously Lita, yeah.
Trish and Lita.
Trish was a
lot of people would say China. I don't
agree.
Jacqueline, I think, is somebody who is
that's
really, really good.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Like somebody who's,
All right, those are all wrestlers.
Ivory.
Those are all wrestlers. Can we talk about Sunny? Can we talk about fucking Sunny or Marlena or Deborah?
Yeah,
those blondes.
Those are just
with
eye
boobs.
Candy.
Yeah,
that's just eye candy.
It's great shit.
I'm talking about women's wrestling.
All right, but I want to talk about valets. I like valets.
Well, you should have said valets, because I got a bunch for you.
I said women, ladies of pro wrestling. Ladies of pro wrestling.
There's not much.
Valets.
There's not much ladylike stuff going on with Sunny.
Sunny was
not. She's fucking smoking. She was smoking hot, but she's not very ladylike.
Here's my point. I'm bringing this up because that started women coming back. Women were gone.
Sable.
They were gone from wrestling altogether.
Yeah.
Once Sunny came into the picture, you started to see more women. Then the wrestling. It was the snowball down the hill. And let's face it, Sunny was one that pushed that motherfucker down.
Oh yeah,
because everybody they hired after
she was the first diva.
She was because every eye candy piece they tried to hire after that was to mimic her. She came before Deborah, and she came before
Sable.
Yeah, so she set the bar for what they wanted, and
she was
snowballed into the Trish Stratus's, because then you wanted both. You wanted the smoke show, but you wanted someone that can go in the ring, and then and Lita, but I bring that up because Sunny was important. Marlena was super important to that Goldust character.
To the Goldust character, yes.
So was Miss Elizabeth. So was Sunny.
I don't think Elizabeth was that important to the Macho Man character.
100%. Yeah. She was the whole thing that started the Mega Powers friction. Yeah, she needed that was
they could have figured something else out.
She added so much to that, especially when he was a heel. Because he would and it'd be great. It'd be great. And then when he was a baby face and she'd be crying, "Come on, Randy!" Like, that's old school shit.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, that was.
But valets and wrestling, I still think they could work if it's done right.
Well, if you look at it, Scarlett, that's a valet.
Yeah,
she wrestled maybe one match in WWE.
Did they fucking fumble that bag or not?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's be honest. Karrion Kross could have kept the gimmick that they first gave him in NXT.
Yeah.
With him and Scarlett together. Just do that. He'd still be at the top right now because she was the presentation.
Right.
She really was.
Well,
that's my point. Valets and sometimes the female manager with the right guy really makes for a good
and I'm telling you this right now, and that's a good point you brought up. Lana and Rusev. Yo, that shit.
Pairing,
yo, that shit. Like you have a Russian woman, like that fucking pushed him. Like he made him the ultimate fucking
Lana and Rusev,
heel.
Goldust and Marlena, Macho Man and Liz, all real couples. That shit, it comes through the camera somehow.
Scarlett and Cross.
Yeah. I'm telling you, there's something about that that I feel like
you can sense the real chemistry.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's I think that's my thing with Liz. Like I always liked Macho Man and Liz as a kid, but again, now that I'm older, I watch a lot of old wrestling. That's what I watch when I want to put something on. And Macho Man, the past couple of years, man, his heel shit with Liz on the outside was great.
Yeah.
Because you got the entire arena into your character. Because you're cheering Macho Man on because you're a super fan, you like the heel, or you're booing him because you fucking love Liz, and then you're cheering Liz when so you're just constantly getting interaction.
The reaction, right?
Macho Man knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like, way ahead of his fucking
time. Obviously, but
I wanted to bring up valets. I even put it in our notes, but I didn't put it in the little crawler down there. My bad. But I think female valets, and I'm glad he brought up Scarlett and Lana, because those are two great recent ones that even Rusev now, if they want to bring Lana back and do the whole Rusev Lana thing,
they're divorced now.
No, they got back together.
Yeah, they're back. Yeah.
But if they wanted to do that, that would work. They could totally work.
Yeah, because once again, Rusev is like a fish out of water without something. You know what I mean? Like
we talk about what ifs. That's a big what if. That motherfucker came out at WrestleMania in a tank and then told people on a podcast after that he fucked Lana in it before he came out. Come on. The guy's a GOAT. He should have been at the top and stayed there from that moment on.
So good segue. You said GOAT. Who are your female GOATs? Wrestling and valets.
Holy shit.
I'll give you my valet manager GOAT.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Sherry. There's nobody better.
Yeah.
In my opinion, nobody better. So let's start with managers or valets. GOATs. Female.
My personal favorite valet is always going to be Liz, but I think Marlena is probably the best female valet in my opinion, just because of it was just the perfect pairing with her and Goldust. She did her sitting in the director's chair smoking a fucking cigar in a gold dress.
And then even to be honest with you, even when they did the TNA thing.
She added
her and Jackie with Albert, and it helped and Test.
Yeah. She's a really good. She's just a really good valet, but her and Goldust together were just fucking money.
Oh yeah.
Talent wise,
Hold on, let Fran do his manager. Let him do his manager, then we'll go.
I'll say, gotta be Sunny. Like I don't know, she made that tag like she brought energy. She brought energy. Now that I'm like, I remember coming out and like these dudes, like nobody gives a fuck about.
Didn't matter, but the camera guy would get right underneath.
Yo, she managed
the Body Donnas. She managed the Godwins at one point.
Farouk.
She managed
LOD
2000.
Yeah,
sure did.
And she also managed the Smoking Guns at one point.
Yep. And Shawn Michaels cock.
And she
probably more.
She did not manage alcohol and getting behind the wheel very well.
That's a valid point. But yeah, let me some Sunny.
Yeah, but
you brought it up, John. Talent. Who's your GOAT?
I mean,
who's your favorite? I already know who it is.
Yeah,
it's Bailey. Go ahead.
It's Bailey. It's Bailey.
It's Bailey.
And the main reason why I say it's Bailey is, and correct me if I'm wrong, have you ever seen Bailey feud with anyone or team with anyone that hasn't come out better after the feud or the team?
I agree. That was my argument with Bailey, that if anybody argues with her not being on the top, I would say name a feud that she was in where the other person didn't become a star or get bigger from it.
Or a team.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Because not
everyone that she works with becomes better.
Yep.
And she's fantastic in the ring.
Yeah. On the mic.
And she's great looking, too. All of it.
I'm going to add something to it that I just kind of thought of right now. She did the Hogan, where she was a mega baby face for a while and then went full heel.
Yes.
And when you do that, you not only change your ring style, but you have to change your mic work, your look.
And she did all of it.
All of it. So, yeah, kudos to her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my personal female GOAT.
So my female GOAT, man, and I said this before, Toni Storm. Honestly, greatest of all time. Like her timeless work. Like I'm telling you, it's like you know, when I see a picture painting, right? And like she's like creating a story and painting the, you know, here and there, like giving, and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like she just fucking puts it on. Like I don't know. That's just my, when I see the overall work, like that to me is, it's art and art.
And it's crazy.
Honestly,
Toni Storm is phenomenal.
Like
And
she's
her
a
worst
fucking
work was
artist.
when she was in WWE.
And it was still good.
Yes, but
It's
her
still
stuff
good.
before WWE was great.
Yeah.
WWE was good.
Mm-hmm. But
AEW is
that's-
it's off the charts. The
Yeah.
stuff that she does.
yeah, like it's
And here's the thing. She was Toni
hardcore
Storm.
match. Like what woman?
She was
does
Toni
hardcore
Storm.
matches?
She was Toni Storm in AEW.
Yes.
She just went to Timeless Toni Storm.
Right.
Yeah.
And just said, I'm going to do this off the wall gimmick, and
Yeah.
fucking nailed it.
Yep.
Fran brought up in a previous episode. It is the vaudevillains. It's the female vaudevillains.
Mhm.
She did it better.
And she did it better.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And like I said, with the hardcore, like I said, mixing in all that, every style you want,
She can do it.
you know, I'm gonna bleed for you guys. I'm gonna do this.
Mhm.
Like, there's not many females that will do that to this day.
Yeah.
Like, just say it.
Well, she was going to be my pick as well.
Oh,
It's fine. It's fine. But I had a backup, and it's Mercedes. I think this
Okay.
past year really sold me. I've always liked her work, but she really, really reinvented herself. And she could have went into this AEW thing and went, I'm just going to wing it and just. But she really works her fucking ass off.
Mhm.
She'll do tours in Japan.
Mhm.
Like she's putting in the work. She
Mhm.
really is. Like, and she's earning it. And I don't think I've seen her have a bad match since she's come back. I haven't watched anything of hers that I was like, it's all been really pretty fucking good.
yeah.
Mhm.
Everything.
Mhm.
The mic work, her look, her presentation, even the way that AEW presents her with her music, and just it's
You
she's a star.
Fran, you got to change your opinion because you know Bailey is part of that Bang Bang Niner gang.
Yeah. I mean, we'll need her this Sunday.
She'll be there probably.
Yeah, she'll be sitting right next to me, but that's a whole thing for another day. But yeah, of course, like Bang Bang Niner gang all day.
So we had, I don't remember what year it was, but it was an all women's pay-per-view.
Yeah, there was two of them.
Right.
Yes.
One, I'm pretty sure, but do you think they'll ever do one again?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
two, do you think maybe the easier solution is if a female storyline is better than a men's, just make it the main event in any
Just
pay-per-view,
main event,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it ain't gonna matter whether it's the men's or the women's.
With
like,
this
in my opinion.
this year in WWE with Royal Rumble, you actually have the potential of having 2 or 3 different storylines that could be the best storylines in wrestling. With Liv Morgan just coming back, she wins the Royal Rumble. That could be a crazy storyline, depending if she's going to go after Stephanie Vaquer or if Vaquer loses the title and to Raquel Rodriguez, and it's Judgment Day versus each other.
Yeah.
Bianca returns and wins. Her and Jade Cargill could be a crazy draw.
Yeah, if
You know what I
Jade
mean?
could keep up.
Io or Rhea win the Royal Rumble. There's just so much potential there with the Royal Rumble
Mm-hmm.
catapulting, and there could be a women's main event.
And that's another shout out.
And especially with 2 nights now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
I think
another
Bianca and Jade
shout
Cargill
out.
could main event night 1 of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another shout out to women is like they got their own Royal Rumble. Like who would ever thought
they have their own Money in the Bank
like
now,
seriously like when yeah exactly. But you know what I mean? Like
I think it was
like,
this past year that the women
they have their own elimination chamber now.
better than the men's, right?
It was this past year. I think
Yeah.
it was that the women's match was significantly better than the men's.
Yeah,
Money in the Bank match.
Yeah, the men's. I'm telling you, they're for years. It's just been
high spot, high spot, high spot.
I don't know.
Now here's the thing. We kind of brought this up with War Games before. Do you think it's because
the women's War Games matches have been better?
Yeah, but what I was going to say is that we talked about AEW doing the blood and guts and it being significantly better than
the women's blood and guts match was fucking awesome.
It was. My point is that I think AEW's ladder matches, men's ones in particular, are so much better than the men's ladder matches that it makes it hard to compete, much like War Games. You know what I mean? Like War Games is really incomparable anymore because Blood and Guts is so much fucking better.
So with AEW, I feel like they have with their ladder matches for sure. The men's are better. They just have athletes.
Yeah,
and I just said high spot, high spot, high spot. But when you have people that can actually execute high spots and make them look believable, yes. When you have WWE ladder matches, it's a lot of times where these aren't guys that should be doing these things. They have maybe one or two guys in an 8-man match that can do this shit. And AEW has better athletes.
Yes, by far.
So going into 2026, we've talked about some of our favorite women right now. Who do you think is main eventing WrestleMania this year?
Main eventing, like
the women. Main eventing the women's.
The top
match.
women's?
Yeah. Because I think the top women's match is going to main event one night at least. It has to, in my opinion.
So I have an idea.
Yeah.
I have an idea of about 4 or 5 women's matches that could happen at WrestleMania.
Fucking hear it, light on us. It's all about the ladies.
It's Bianca and Jade.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Definitely see that.
Charlotte and Alexa. That team is going to break up and they're going to fight each other. And if they don't break up and fight each other, it's going to be Charlotte and Alexa versus Bayley and Lyra. For some reason I feel like it's going to be Liv versus Roxanne or Liv versus Raquel. I feel like one of those are going to happen.
Okay.
And then it's Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee probably for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then if you look at the women's United States Championship, even though it's kind of been bouncing back and forth, I feel like they're going to try to push Julia right now.
Yeah.
And you know how they should do it? Asuka.
Or we didn't talk about my girl, and I can't believe we didn't talk about her. Chelsea.
Chelsea Green's fucking amazing.
Love me some Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Well, I love me some Chelsea Green.
But you got to look too.
You wanted to wrestle? You wanted to talk? You wanted to be a manager? Whatever. Whatever the fuck you need.
The only time
so good.
The only time we brought up Stephanie Vaquera is when I said that I think she's going to lose the title to somebody.
Yeah.
But she's fucking phenomenal
as well.
Yeah, well, yeah. She came in.
What about fucking Tiffany Stratton?
I was high on her last year.
She lost. Yeah, she lost the momentum.
She a little lackluster, but that's booking.
Yeah,
they have her win. Have her win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
tell me that won't catapult her right back to the fucking top.
Yeah,
I think the women's Royal Rumble is going to be the most interesting Royal Rumble,
just like it was last year.
There's so many women that could win that Royal Rumble and deserve to win it.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that as we've gone through this show, to me, I see a trend of if the women are given an opportunity to do something, they typically do it.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to give you the opening match of night 1 of WrestleMania. Okay, we'll just have the best fucking match of the year. Maybe the best opener ever. You're welcome. You know, we're going to give you a ladder match at Money in the Bank. All right. We'll outshine the men and steal the show. No problem.
We'll give you a blood and guts match.
Yeah, you got it. Exactly. Yep. Whatever it is, they'll nail it. So it shows that, again, the NXT feed, of getting the women ready seems to be a better fit for the women than men. And shit, even on the AEW side, didn't Tony Storm come through NXT?
Yep.
So even that little bit of time there,
didn't Athena come through NXT?
Sure did.
Yep.
Sure did. Mercedes Moné definitely did too.
Yeah.
So, and Mariah May's there now. So Mariah May, or what's her name now?
Blake Monroe.
Blake Monroe.
Yeah.
She'll come out of it better. She'll come out of it better.
Yeah.
She will.
Yeah.
She will.
Definitely will. Real quick, because we brought up NXT. I don't know if you guys saw it this week. Obafemi vacated the title.
I did.
So
He's ready for the big league.
Oh yeah. And they just fucking brought up.
See, he would fit in the big leagues. Like,
they just brought up him, Javon Evans,
man,
and fucking
I don't know.
Trick Williams.
I mean,
all three of them. They brought them all three up. And fucking Lash Legend.
Yeah.
That's 4 NXT call-ups.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So we brought her up a little bit before. Britt Baker. You think she ends up in WWE?
Yeah.
Eventually, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she does.
I hope she ends up somewhere because the gimmick is great. She's fantastic. Yeah, I can't say enough about her. She was my favorite female wrestler when she was a champ.
Mm-hmm.
She was killing it, and I'm not sure what happened there, but I'd like to see her there.
Yeah, then she got hurt, and then I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's
everything just
Jim
unraveled.
Jim Ross says it's the two
Politics.
C's. It's either cash or the creative. So it's one of the two things. She's not getting paid enough, or she doesn't like what they're doing with her character.
I doubt that.
So,
Tony Khan is a fucking.
I think he does okay there on that side. I don't ever hear complaints about that. But some of the women too that we didn't bring up that I kind of want to bring up because I watch more AEW. Megan Bain,
I love her. Willow.
Yeah, Willow. Yeah.
Willow Nightingale.
Yeah.
She is increasingly every show I watch and see her, the more and more I think I fall in love.
Yeah.
She's phenomenal.
Yep.
She
For
really
how
is.
big she is, she's fucking.
But she's got such a
fantastic.
great presence.
Yeah, like she's likable.
Good energy.
Yeah. She comes through. She really comes through.
Yeah. So yeah.
And
Okay.
you can't help but cheer for her. I think she's one of those characters that she can never be a heel because she's just a
Right.
natural baby face. There's just it's there.
So everybody loves Sky Blue.
Yeah.
Because she's good looking. But out of that group,
Julia Hart,
Julia Hart's good.
she's
And
fantastic.
And Thekla is
And
good too.
Tekla's amazing. Yeah.
So she's really good.
Yeah.
Like,
She's
and
got
it's
a good
great.
look to her.
And it's crazy to me
you know.
that the other two get more shine because she's better than them in the ring.
Yeah.
So,
but I think she's the veteran out of the group. So she's doing the right thing of helping
give
shine
them
them up.
the rub.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, we got a great 2026 coming up. It's only January. And some of the women that we named haven't even got their chance at championships. We could see a Blake Monroe. Is that her name?
Mhm.
Yes.
We could see that call up at some point in the year and they could do something with that character.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's do a bold prediction.
Okay.
Just one bold prediction for women's wrestling for 2026. Mine is Raquel Rodriguez will be world champion in 2026.
Okay.
Whether it's Raw or SmackDown,
Yeah.
she will have a women's world championship in 2026.
I think on the AEW side, I think Megan Bain. I think 2026 is her
It's
year
her, yeah.
for either the AEW Women's Championship or the TBS Championship. It's got to be one of the two.
Okay.
I think she's ready. I think she's probably one of their bigger stars at the moment, and she's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The package of her right now is great, and she's in a tag team with Marina
Ford.
Shafir right now.
Who, Bang and Bang?
Yeah, because Penelope Ford's hurt.
Oh, okay.
So now her and Marina Shafir are in a team, and it's fucking nasty. I don't know how it works with Megan Bain coming out like just like a goddess, and then Marina Shafir just, I'm gonna fuck you up, and she does. It's great. It's a great team. I don't know why it's working, but it is.
What do you got for
Yeah.
him?
But what do you got?
I'll just say, my bold prediction is Chelsea Green will become a champion. This
World
year.
champion?
World champion this year.
It's
I
a good
like it.
call. It's a
Yep.
good call.
I will say that. Like I said, she doesn't need it. She's one of those that doesn't need it, but she is so amazing at, like you guys just said. Like,
Yeah. Everything.
Hey,
it's-
it just hit me. Matt Cardona is officially signed, right?
Yes.
you know,
Can we not put them together?
With Ethan
and-
Page.
And
Keep Ethan Page with them.
yeah,
Do it.
that works.
It does work.
It does.
But
Matt Cardona and
Yeah.
Ethan Page would work well together.
No, but
But I mean, we just talked about how many great pairings of real couples.
mm,
You have it. It's right there.
Yes.
Do it. Pull the fucking trigger.
yeah,
I think
'Cause
it's
I'm
like,
telling you.
it would work.
and yeah,
And they
'cause
brought it back as Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona
That's great.
is like,
That's good. That's great for him. I'm glad that they ditched the fucking Zack Ryder shit.
So we're getting close to wrapping this episode
Yeah.
up, but I'm going to ask the question: Who wins the Women's Royal Rumble?
well, that's a whole other show.
That's not a whole other show. It's this show. We're talking
doing
about
it
the
now.
women.
we might
talking
change
about
our
the women.
opinion by then.
Yeah. Today, January 7th, 2026.
Now that
Who do you feel wins the Women's Royal Rumble?
now that Fran brought it up, I think Bianca is the good choice. She comes back.
She's
wins
won
it.
one already. So to me, it's kind of like, you know who it's going to be.
Cody won too.
Yeah. Well, no, but the men's Royal Rumble has gone on for much longer than the
Yeah,
women's.
I guess. Yeah, that's true.
It's Liv Morgan.
Okay.
She came back.
So
She's
good.
on fire.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm gonna say I gotta say Rhea Ripley is gonna win it. Like, just to keep her dominance. Like, she's dominant whether she wants to be or not. Like, she just comes out and like and that's what's great is, like, I know she's with Io Sky now and they're the tag team champions, but like, you know what I mean, eventually that's gonna fade, and you know, she gotta get back on the throne that, you know, that she needs to be on. That's all I'm gonna say. I like dominant champions at times, you know. So
You bring up a good
that's
point.
my
You know
thing.
what they could do? They could do like a Lex Luger Bret Hart deal where her and Io go out
Her
at
and
the
Io
same
both.
time.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking great.
yeah,
How cool would that be?
Yeah.
And then they challenge Stephanie Vaquer for that title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However
Because
they want to
would
do
both work with her very well.
it. Yeah. However they want to do it, but that would be a
Because the
great
whole
fucking
the
finish.
Jade thing,
Great
I think it's
finish.
predetermined. It's Jade and Bianca at WrestleMania.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Makes
think
sense.
there's any other
Yeah, what else?
Scenario.
there's nobody
Yeah.
else for Jade.
Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, once again, she's one of those champions. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe
like,
Charlotte to
like,
make Jade
she-
look like
she doesn't.
legitimate. That's
I
the
don't
only
know.
thing I could think of.
They kind of slapped it on her, but whatever. That's it.
Honor, inner, wherever.
But yeah, so yeah, those are our predictions.
That's
That's solid.
and they'll probably change.
But
Yeah, once we know everybody who's, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
when it gets close.
Yeah.
But
I don't think my Liv Morgan choice is going to change. I think she's winning.
I love Liv Morgan.
mhm.
Everything about her. Especially her.
And she's improved so much
Yeah, like in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
over the last couple
I
of
was
years.
just
It's
like the way
incredible.
she looked anyway.
Yeah. Same.
But oh yeah, wrestling. Yeah, she got good at that too.
Indie promotions.
Oh yeah.
Indie promotions. Nikki Blackheart, Erica Damia, Fallon Gray,
Danny Moe.
Danny Moe, Isabella Wilder. These are all women that you need to check out. All phenomenal talent. Amanda Kiss, Leah Grant, all phenomenal women talent. Check them out. Trust me, you won't be disappointed.
Ladies, it's all for you. We did leave some people out, of course. We didn't talk about Mickey James. We didn't talk about a couple other people. It's not because we don't love y'all.
We love Mickey
It's just
James.
we freestyled here.
Mickey
And
James
we're just going off the
fucking
dome.
great.
She is
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, she is.
Fucking great.
She is great. There's a lot of great ones that we left out. We didn't talk about Molly Holly. We didn't talk about Victoria. There was a lot of good ones.
I did say Victoria once.
You did,
I said her name one time.
Yep.
We didn't.
Oh,
We
so
didn't elaborate.
but there's a lot that we left.
Ivory.
That's all right.
We
Ivory.
didn't talk about fucking Melina. Yo,
We
what
talk
the
about
fuck,
Melina.
man.
Another
got into
ballet
the ring.
manager was able to
God damn.
wrestle.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
it
Layla.
works.
Like, oh my god!
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Michelle McCool.
Yeah.
There's a lot that we left out. It's okay. Did we bring up Kelly? We didn't.
Mm-mm.
No, we don't need to.
Well, again, she was okay. Okay.
She's great to look at.
Yeah.
but other than that, you know who I'm glad we didn't bring up?
Who?
The Bellas.
It did not come up.
But
It's a great way to kind of tie up this show is that we talked about important moments, matches, years, wrestlers, favorite, blah 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 blah. They didn't come up one
Their
time.
names weren't even mentioned until right now when I was saying I'm happy that we didn't mention them.
Whoa. Yeah. But once again,
They were
they're
their talent was sexually transmitted.
I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Nikki's
Drop
little
the
fucking
mic.
dance thing she did when she would come
well,
out,
yeah, oh yeah.
that was all right. I was okay with it. But again, I'm not knocking it. It's just here's the thing: they got over because they were twins and they sold merch, and that's cool. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not my cup of tea. So it's just interesting that they didn't come up.
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
We'll wait for our boy to come back to say goodbye and fill you in what's coming up next. Because here's the deal. You know, while I was going, fuck it. It's just me, Fran, and you guys talking. We have the Rumble coming up, so I have a Rumble episode coming up.
yeah,
I'll fill John in it, but you and I and everybody else will know about it ahead of time. We're going to watch the Rumble 1996. So you have a week. And next week, we're going to talk about it. We're going to break
nice.
down all the matches, talk about how great it was, maybe how not great it was, because I don't really remember it.
Yeah, I really don't either.
It'll be fun.
That's a weird year. I don't.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So I'm going to sit my ass down and roll something up, pour a drink, talk about the Royal Rumble. 1996. John just sat in on it. Next week, Royal Rumble 96. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Also coming up,
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
RJ Carnage, Isabella Wilder, Corporal Punishment, Michael Elgin Saves Wrestling, Michael Elgin and Brian Hubbard, new podcast dropping the 23rd of January. Those are some of the interviews that we have lined up.
Be a great time. Tune in. Till next time.
Stuck 'em.
Bows. Wait, don't I say second?
Yeah,
go ahead. You say balls.
Okay.
Second. Bows.